action. So I'm going to plant some crocus bulbs, and here's one here. Quite late I'm planting these. Normally you plant them in autumn. I'm planting them on the first few days of January, so that's really clever, isn't it? But the problem is these took so long to get here. I ordered them late anyway, got a really good deal on them because I was ordering them late in December, and then they didn't come till New Year's Eve. So I've got them there. That's why the tips of these crocus are quite long. Normally when you buy them, you either have no tip exposed or at least a much sort of shorter tip, maybe something, you know, just emerging, but it doesn't matter. What I'm going to do is plant them in some pots here. Now, if I was planting in the ground, I would normally go 3 bulbs deep, okay? So 3 times the depth of the bulb, so it would be planted almost on the bottom there of the pot. However, when you plant in containers and you're keeping them inside until the green growth is on, or in a cold frame until the green growth is on, you don't have to worry about squirrels and rodents getting them, hopefully. So all I've done is got my container there, filled it sort of level there with my potting compost. My compost, I'm not using bulb fibre, although that would be my recommendation to get that from the garden centre. I'm using all the sievings of my peat-free compost. So let me grab my sieve. All I've done is when I've been sowing seeds, I've been using peat-free multi-purpose compost mostly, and I've been sieving it so that I'm using the finer stuff to sow with the seed with, and I've been keeping aside the more bulky fibrous stuff, which is perfect for bulbs. Then I've just, any little sweepings of the finer stuff, I've just been throwing in the pot there as well. And I've thrown in a couple of tiny little slow release Miracle Grow tablets, which you probably can't see because my hands are so muddy. Okay, so I've got my pot, it's almost filled to the top. Just give that a tap to firm it down. Okay, and as you can see, the soil level's gone from the top to that bit there. Now all I'm going to do is take my crocus bulb. Let me wipe my hands on my handy towel for you so you can actually see what I'm doing. And all I've got here, crocus bulb, the crocus bulb pointy end up, and usually the flat bits on the bottom there where the roots are, okay? If in doubt, you can always put it on its round edge and it will just grow up from whichever side if you're not sure, but pointy end up is usually the rule with bulbs. One in the middle there, okay. Another one I'm going to pop there, another one there, another one there, and another one there. So that's 5 bulbs quite tight there. So if you'll read the back of your instructions on with your bulbs, if they come with them, it normally says about planting them, you know, certain distances apart. You can kind of ignore that when you're putting them in pots. What you're after is a big sort of growth together. Now what I can do is gently do that over the top of my pot. Okay, and then just give my pot, so that it's now filled up to the top again, another tap, and that's fine. And I can leave it like that now, and the green growth will emerge out the soil there. Okay, that's one way you can do it. Other quick way, again to the top, and I've been banging it so it's pretty much at the top level there. And then all I'm going to do is, as it's sunk a tiny bit, you can see, I'm going to put my bulbs in again just the same way. So you're 1, 2, and how many you put in will depend on the size of your pot. You don't want them touching, but you can get pretty close with them. So I've done actually 6 in that one, you can see. And now I'm not going to do anything apart from just gently sort of almost twist them in like a screw bulb of a light bulb. Just trying to be careful not to do it too tight that I'm damaging any roots and stuff. And I'm just going to have them like that now. and let them grow like that. And the green shoots will come up. The danger with that is that they're not anchored in the soil hardly at all, so they could flop over and things like that. But the beauty of doing it like this is they'll come up very quick, and there's no wind in this greenhouse. But then once I'm actually got to a stage where they're going out, and say I want to put them into the ground to plug a hole or into a pot, I can then just pop them in there and say that was my soil level there. All I've got to do then is just put a little bit of soil over the top. The green shoots will still be coming through, but the plastic edge of the pot will be obscured. The bulbs will be a bit more anchored, and a little bit of the leaf will be covered with soil or compost, but that's fine. And you could do that. You can do that, and that's really handy. And the best thing is, after they finish flowering, all you have to do then is pop the pot out of the ground or out of your pot, put it in a corner somewhere, maybe eat back in, you know, corner of your greenhouse if you've got room. Let them finish, say, their growth, take the flowers off, but then let the leaves stay on for, say, 6 weeks, and then you can, you know, you can cut back the growth, or you can cut back the growth and take the bulbs and store them safely. But it means that they're not then taking up room in your container, your pot, or in the ground where you could have something else that is in flower. So it's a good way of always having seasonal interest in points of the garden where perhaps you can't really afford to let a bulb have 6 weeks of just being leaf, but it needs it to store that energy back into the bulb. So that's a great tip, and that works really well. It's something I used to use a lot as a head gardener, where everything always used to have to look amazing around the edges of the house, and there was no way you would get away with letting a bulb use up a load of space just being leaf. So you would sink in pots, and then you take those pots out and put them in the cold frame or somewhere like that, out of the way for the last 6 weeks of its growth after flower. Okay, planting crocus in the ground. Well, I've got my bed substitute here. So imagine this is the ground there. I've got my bulb, so there's my crocus bulb there. And again, like I said, the general rule with bulbs, which is definitely the fact with crocus, is that if you plant them in the ground, 3 times the depth of the bulb. So 1, 2, 3, so it's going about there. Okay. So how do I do that? Well, you can get special bulb planters, not really particularly useful for crocus, but what I find works quite well is either just a trowel, so something like my friend here, this is my little gardening toolbox, so I can use a trowel like that, and it will have the depth measurement on there, so I can go, right, well, I want 1, 2, 3, so that's going to be about 2.5 inches to 2.25 inches deep on there, and it's got a nice measurement, so I can go down, I can make my hole with the trowel down to that depth, push it aside a bit, and then push my bulb down to that bottom depth, and then just pull the trowel out and it's planted. Just make sure it's firmed over. However, and now I've got to fish that bulb back out. Okay, so however, what I could do instead is use something like this dibber here, and you can make something like this, you can buy something. The one I like about this, I don't know where this came from, I think someone gave this to me, but you can see 2.25 inch depth is measured on there, so I know how deep I've got to go. 2.25 to 2.5, there we go. And that makes it a lot easier to go in and put your bulb in and then cover over the top, and it's in there in the soil level. So That's one way you can do it. If you're planting in compost in a pot, I would always work upwards if you can. So you're putting the bulb in and then covering with compost, because you'll find compost tends to crumble back down, and it's really tricky to get there. And that would be the same if you've got a soil which doesn't behave itself, which doesn't stay where you've pushed, you know, manipulate it into where you've pushed it. So say I would dig down to the level you want, either creating a small hole or a trench if you're doing a lot. Then I would put your bulbs in where you wanted them. So your bulbs on the surface like that. Then I would, once you've got everything placed, just cover back over, back to the original soil level with the soil or compost, whatever you're doing. And that just will make it life easy for you. And that's also the, you know, quite a good way to do it if you're planting crocus under lawn. So you can lift that turf, lift that bit of soil, put your bulb on, and then put the turf or soil back over the top. Cut.